Oh, fuck.
Future Logan is fuming. Transforming into a rage beast.
Oh, very visceral.
Oh my god, so visceral. Have you seen The American Werewolf in London? Yeah.
It's a very cool transformation. Don't know how the fuck they did that. Looks so cool. That's the cool part of film is when they do random shit like that. You're like,
Dude,
there was no CGI back then.
practical
How the fuck did you do
effects
that?
are fucking
So
crazy.
cool. Yeah. All right, let's start this thing. Tim, it's your go. Episode 35.
Yep.
I'm rolling, and I am ready whenever you are ready.
I love you, future Logan. I'm so sorry. Okay. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 35 of It'll Get Better with Logan and Tim. I'm here today with my very special friend, Logan Marshall, co-host, esteemed gentleman of Brentwood, California. Logan, how are you today?
I'm doing great, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing lovely.
Oh, good.
All right.
Back at it again, Tim.
Oh, I'm feeling good. We've actually got some ideas for this episode.
Yeah, this will be better. And recording again. That's 2 in a row. If you believe it. That's 2. Who would have thought? Huh? We did
wait.
it.
Logan, pass me my shirt real quick. They saw me wearing this last week.
Which with the green?
Yeah, the green
green
flannel.
flannel?
I need to wear it, please. I just realized if we're doing this again, they can't see me.
You got a wallet in there. That's
Oh,
a
I
heavy.
do.
That's a heavy shirt.
Oh, I also have my
God
knife
damn,
in it.
that's a hot shirt. Hey Tim, take your shirt off. They'll never see it. Oh no, he took it real serious, guys. People who are listening, shirt is off. Tim is naked. Well, I mean, just shirtless, I guess. And put the headphones back on. Tim, look, it's like a completely different you. You know what? And I'll take this off.
Ooh.
It'll be the guns out episode.
Ooh.
Take
Take it to the gun show, anyone?
There we go. You gotta look at my arm, camera number 1.
Look at Logan's arms. Those are arms.
You betcha.
All right, guys. So for this week, we actually have stuff we're going to try and talk about.
Yes, yep.
I decided to look up the top 10 most controversial topics.
Right.
And I only found ones for 2013, but luckily those are also the same topics that we care about today.
Wait, you only found it for 2013.
Oh, I just didn't keep looking after I found this page.
Okay. But that was like the number 1 result.
Yeah, number 1 result was for 2013.
I wonder why. People just looking for more stuff back then.
2013 was an important year for a lot of reasons, Logan.
Sorry.
Name a single movie that came out in 2013.
Yeah. I can't even name you one. Oh God, I don't know. East Ventura Jr.
Oh, you might be right. Wait, when did The Dark Knight Rises come out?
Oh,
Was that 2012?
you might be right. It might be 2013. All right,
Okay.
that's it. 2013.
This
And I
one
think-
goes out to The Dark Knight Rises.
So I think the last Harry Potter came out during that time too.
I think you're right as well.
We might be thinking 2012, but we're damn close.
That's really fucking close.
We'll take it.
All right, we got it. All right, Logan has not been told what the topics are.
correct.
But at the very least, I think, Logan, you'll have an opinion on everyone. I don't know how
I got an opinion on everything.
big of an opinion it's going to
All
be
right.
for you. Okay, first topic. Topic number 10. Thoughts on abortion, Logan?
Oh.
Are you
big fan?
Are you? You know, I'd say I'm a big fan of abortion.
It's a pretty
as
cool.
far as they go.
It's a pretty cool,
cool.
medical procedure, right? That's it.
Were you gonna say experiment?
I wasn't. I wish I would have.
Are you pro-choice? I assume. Or are you pro-life and you just have not told me this?
I just had to hear the other one because I don't remember which one I was.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I care about it, but it's been a minute since I thought about it. It feels like I know this is not the case, but it feels like a lot of the people that I know I'm like, who gives a shit? It's choose. You get to choose. They don't care.
I think luckily we just have a friend group that does not care
Yeah.
about people's rights to abortion. You
Well,
know?
yeah.
Well, we're just in California, like in general. So.
Right. Well, you know what? And I never had the experience as much, too. My dad's side of the family is the family I think we spent the most time with.
Mm-hmm.
And they're surprisingly the most, like... They're more forward-thinking than I would have thought. Just, like, watching movies where every grandparent's like, oh, they're the racist one. Like, it's usually, like, everyone understands. My grandpa had a Bernie sticker in his car. It was like,
Your grandpa was a Bernie bro?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure he smoked weed in Berkeley, too. Like, he's like one of those guys. And it's just like, oh, it all makes sense.
Yeah, I think also we don't think about it that much because we're never going to get
It's not-
abortions
yeah.
ourselves. That's
It's
not
not
something
our-
we have to worry about personally, you know.
Right.
And it's not like we're out here getting people pregnant right now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there was an argument made for the other side too, and they're like, "Well, it's still a child." And you're like, "Yeah, that's a powerful argument. If you think it's an actual child that's just like chilling in there, then I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but like, chill out, man. It's not your fucking kid."
exactly. It is as men also, it's not our fucking say whatsoever.
Yeah, it's
You
funny
know?
how we just kind of throw ourselves into that position, huh?
Yeah.
No, you're like, whoa, wait a second.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
the whole fight on bodily autonomy, you know? Because it's like, is it the woman's body? Yes, it is. So it's her choice.
Right.
She's the one with the baby. Otherwise, if we have a say, then it's not her body. It's the government's body.
Yeah, good point. Yeah,
And are there any like areas in which guys are policed like that? You know,
I don't think so.
you're not allowed to come.
Well,
If you come, you're killing that sperm. And I'm sorry, those are children.
I guess like God was kind of like along those lines, weren't they? Like there's stricter. Well, like if you become a priest, can you jerk off? I don't think you're allowed to, are you?
I don't know. I don't know if priests can come.
Let me know. All my priests out there.
Do we have
Actually,
any
you know what?
priest viewers?
One of our old friends from the D&D group, Chris, he actually was going to go to school originally to become a priest. I believe so. I might be remembering a little bit wrong, but Chris, let me know. Can priests come? They have the ability to? Let me know. This podcast gets dirty and dirty every episode.
That's not that dirty. We've got questions and we want answers.
I mean, think about the guilt they'll feel after that one, though, huh?
Oh my
We
god.
feel guilty. Oh, no.
Could you imagine after how long without coming do you think you'd just lose it? Like you're just like, it's been 6 months and I haven't come.
I feel like your body would find a way to do it, right? Either between like the nocturnal ejaculation kind of thing.
Oh,
like when
nocturnal
you-
emissions,
Yeah,
yeah.
when you just have a
just
dream
do it.
about it.
Yep.
It's like, well,
You just
your body's gonna figure it out.
Well, I think it's also one of those things where why just like sometimes priests are just seen as so lustful because they just like you just see a hot girl and you're like, oh fuck,
Keep it down.
I must stop this because God is watching. I think we just need a general disclaimer is we have our own thoughts and opinions, and everyone's allowed theirs. You
Yeah.
know, it's like if we bashed religion or just like anything like that, it's like. It's nothing against you. This is just how we feel, and you can feel your
Yeah.
way about your whole deal.
And we're
all
not
that
saying
jazz.
we're right. We're just saying
Exactly.
this is just what we think. And I mean, even people I love, I don't always agree with. But hey, that's just how it goes,
Yep.
right?
And
So,
we're just a couple of podcasters. We are not the foremost
We're
experts on anything.
a couple of knuckleheads, more like.
We're chuckle fucks. All right, so we're pro-choice, both of
Okay.
us. We've decided,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Question one out of the way.
Number 2,
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
capital punishment. What are your thoughts on the death penalty?
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the death penalty.
Not at all in any circumstances.
I mean, they got to be real specific. But like a penalty for death is like that's brutal. That's the brutal, almost like emotional punishment, right? Like you're thinking emotionally and not like, okay, well, why did this person decide to kill 5 different? I don't know. Like that was one of those ones where I remember hearing about earlier on capital punishment and like forming an opinion on a lot younger, or one of those ideas that has kind of stuck with me for a while. But I don't like the idea of being able to kill somebody or like take someone's life for a crime. I mean, even in really serious situations, and I get like there's probably stuff like the child molestation. I'm sure you'd want that person to die, but like that's probably a disease as well. So
It's
killing that
true.
person is just teaching people to be sneakier about it and try to get away with it. Maybe not. I don't know. Like helping. I don't know. But crime, like jail and homeless is like a big deal. Of just like that's just a lot of mental illnesses.
Oh yeah.
Like for a lot of that
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
man.
most homeless people like have some sort of mental illness and stuff like that because they can't operate in today's society, and so they
Yeah.
have to be on the fringes.
Well, if you're doing crime to a level where it's punishable by, I mean, I know there's examples of people who are just purely doing it to be evil, right?
Well,
But like,
yes.
there's also like I don't know. That's another weird one. I will mumble until the 30 minutes gets up.
That's fine. I am I think in some instances it's a useful thing, just in terms of, because otherwise you're just sitting there until you die of natural causes for like 60 years or whatever. I think if the proof is truly beyond like not even beyond a reasonable doubt, because so many wrongful convictions, it's like if someone records you gunning down these fucking people, we know you did it. You can die.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole thing. Wrongful convictions is my main reason why I wouldn't want it. Just because there are so many people that have been jailed just because they fit wrong place, wrong time. You know, they fit the description and all that. They're in jail for 20 fucking years.
It truly scares me.
Terrifying.
That's truly scary. My dad was telling me about a documentary where Curb Your Enthusiasm filmed like at a baseball stadium. So the guy happened to be there, and his alibi was I was at this place, but his fingerprint, like DNA, said he was in a different spot, and the only reason he was able to get free was because of the footage that Curb Your Enthusiasm spent. And there literally was a guy scanning all the footage frame by frame to try to find him. It's like, fuck that. That right there just is like, I could be put in jail for something I didn't do just by being in the wrong spot. And, that's horrifying. Yeah, horrifying.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
God, being in jail. I mean, it'd be nice. I can write a book now. I don't have anything better to do, but fuck. Even there,
I would
then
definitely
I probably
get in
wouldn't.
shape.
Oh yeah, that's all you've got time.
That's the joke that everyone says, but I feel it. I'm like, yeah, well, I could do a couple grand assaults. Get in jail. I'd be in pretty good shape then.
I think if I was in jail, I'd just cry every day. That's it. I'm not gonna go out.
That'd be rough. Jail would suck. Hey guys, don't go to jail.
Please don't go to jail.
Don't go to jail.
Please don't go to jail.
Don't go to
Unless
jail.
you really feel like going to jail, and that's on you. That's with you.
And if you like jail, that's fine.
If you're gonna go to jail, don't hurt anyone.
Yeah.
If you're gonna steal, only steal from people that deserve it. I'm gonna say stealing's good if it's a mega corporation. Steal from Walmart. Tim endorses that. So Walmart, I hope that you
Target?
don't. Target's better.
So drastically different.
Target's better than Walmart. I just
Okay.
like it better. You can steal from Target.
What about
They have
Am-
enough money.
What about from Amazon?
Oh my God! Please steal from Amazon.
I've stopped buying from Amazon.
Really?
I've switched over to eBay.
Oh
eBay's
yeah.
usually pre-owned, and I'm like paying a person or like a mom and pop shop that's selling their eBay shit, and I'm like, I kind of like it. I usually can get faster shipping, and I don't pay a premium for shipping.
Oh.
But I also don't have Prime, so I can't watch any of the Prime Video stuff. I actually really like the Prime Video.
I only have Amazon because I still use my ex's mom's Netflix account,
Gotcha.
and my ex will use my Amazon Prime, and I'm like, this is a fair trade.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to get
definitely.
my own Netflix account.
You probably get more of a benefit from the Amazon one. You get free shipping and music.
I don't know about music. I get the free shipping. I
Okay.
get Primes included just with having, I can watch the videos anytime I want,
Which is, the free shipping on Amazon stuff, 2-day shipping is
Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
so insane.
And
That
sometimes
is
it's-
so crazy how fast
Sometimes
I can
it's
get there.
1 day shipping, if
Well,
you have enough.
You're in Oakland too. Yeah, you're right from SF. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty nice.
But fuck you, Amazon.
Yeah, fuck
okay.
you, Amazon.
Next topic. What are your thoughts on animal testing?
I like it.
You like it? You like to see lipstick on dogs?
Yeah, it's very silly. I don't know. That's another one of those ones where that's very gray. Of like, we need it, but to what
Yes.
extent?
Exactly. Well, I think it's a necessary evil in some aspects.
Yeah.
In terms of it's like, if we are trying to make this cancer cure or just anything like that, and tumors develop the same way in rats that they do in humans and shit like that. It's like that is a really good way to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary for cosmetics or anything like that. You
Yes. That seems a little intense. And what corners are you cutting? To what extent do you need this rat to be your test, your little test subject for all this? I don't know. That
Exactly.
just seems like a very, very extra for all that stuff. But hey, man, I haven't thought about animal testing since the Shaggy Dog remake with Tim Allen and Robert Downey Jr. Oh, all right, you remember too. I saw that baby in
Well, those
theaters.
eyes. The eyes of the shaggy dog. Okay, that's gonna be my photo for this one. Is just a close up of the eyes, those human fucking eyes.
I don't remember the eyes.
Oh, they look bad.
Really?
It's people eyes on like that fucking dog. All right, okay, I'm just gonna go next on this one. We don't need to know any more about animal testing. Okay, this one's actually interesting.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on genetic cloning?
Ooh, I'm for it. Sounds cool. Sounds weird. I mean, Max brought up a question, I think, a couple podcasts ago about, like, killing your clone.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be a trip in itself. But I think the whole thing with clones is, like, you can clone you 15 times, and none of them are going to act like you.
That's
just
true.
the way science is going to work
It's
that
just
out,
the same genetic makeup. It's as simple as that.
which is crazy to think about.
Which I guess that goes into the nature versus nurture thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, just because the nature's the same, that clone's growing up in a completely different environment than from what I've grown up in.
I'm like, I wonder right now if we're living with a little baby clone somewhere.
Little baby clone. Where are you? Maybe, do we have a clone listener? By chance? If there are any clones out there,
Oh,
please.
if there's a clone listener, you call in right now.
Right now.
We're going to get pissed.
We're mad if you're not calling in. Clones are wild though.
It
Like
is
you know the
weird.
whole thing about how if you let's say they cloned you right now, and they took like your DNA and just like whatever the genetic makers they need for it, like that baby would be 25 years old genetically, so it would die 25 years younger than you.
Oh. Like its cells, like the whole
Its
thing.
cells
looks like the
are already
matured.
that old.
I did not know that.
You didn't know that? That was the
That's
problem
cool.
with like the sheep that they cloned and all that. They were like 3 years old and they did it. So those genetic cells are 3 years old and they're
Science
going
is
to die
fucking a trip,
3
man.
years sooner.
That's crazy. That's super cool. I know Barbara Streisand. She cloned her dogs.
Oh yeah.
That was the whole thing where she her dog died and she's like, I'm gonna clone it. She's like, you could just get a new dog.
No, I want the
don't need
same
to-
one
you don't-
again,
you don't need to
please.
clone it.
Then you clone the clone, and that
It
dog
just keeps
dies
getting more
immediately.
And more fucked up. Barbara, the lifespan of these are only.
Shut your mouth. Do it.
It's only gonna be 6 months, Barbara.
Do it.
You have the money.
That's what I fucking thought. Yeah, no, my official stance, cloning's dope.
Cool. I'm for it.
Although the only scary thing is, like, I don't know if I believe in souls or not or anything. If they're real though, what soul does it get?
My soul. It takes a little bit of everyone's.
Everyone's?
Just like a fraction of percent. Just a little bit.
Can your soul grow back? Is it like how you can give a certain amount of your
liver
liver?
or something?
Oh.
Okay.
Because your liver will grow back, but you can give like half of it to like start a new liver.
It's like a starfish.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
essentially.
That's cool. It's like Deadpool, but for your liver. Whoa.
Yeah, livers are just like Deadpool. All right, what are your
All the
thoughts
kids are
on?
gonna like this podcast?
What are your thoughts on? The kids are gonna love this one too. What are your thoughts on human trafficking? Pro or against?
Yeah, this is a dark episode, huh?
Hey, these are the top 10 hot topics. What do you
It
want
was
from
hot
me?
topics, okay.
Well, it's technically controversial topics, but those are still hot topics.
Those are hot topics. Yeah, that's a rough one, man. That's
You can just say against, and we can move on if you really want.
no. Let's dig in deep in this one.
Okay.
No, it's not good. That's a sad one. That's a really sad one. That is one of those ones where it's like, what do you even do at this point?
What do you mean? What do you even
Like, what
do?
can you donate to a foundation?
Yeah,
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 okay.
because I think
Never mind.
no,
You
doesn't
can do that.
Ashton Kutcher have a foundation where it's like to help stop human trafficking and stuff like that?
I didn't know if Ashton Kutcher does.
I
but
think it's
okay.
Ashton Kutcher's thing that he has right now.
He just pulled a big punk break on us.
Yo, I actually love human trafficking.
This
He's
is
actually
all my money.
he's the biggest human trafficker, and he's just this is all a prank, bro.
Damn it, Ashton. Well, good for Ashton. He's one of those guys that he's always plays like a dumb, goofy, or douchey character, whatever he ends up playing, and you're like, hey, he's a goofball. Then you're like, he does kind of a heart, I guess, sometimes, huh?
Still mad about the brown face though, Ashton. So watch yourself on that. He did brown face for a commercial where he's like, I'm Raj. He just pretended to be like an Indian man.
Yeah, that was like recent too, wasn't
That was
it?
it was like 10 years ago now, or maybe like
okay.
8 years
Maybe not
ago.
recent
But it was
still not good, Ashton.
yeah.
but
I think
we
it's
all
one of the
learn.
reasons why he went away for a little bit. Well, also one of the same reasons why Love Guru came out when what's his face was like Indian, and it's just like That's the end of your career for a little bit, Michael Myers. Or Mike Myers.
Why did you think that was a good idea?
I don't know.
I mean, he wasn't pretending to be an Indian person.
That's true.
He
No.
was a white kid that's grown up in India, and you're like, that's a line that I don't think anybody was ready for, my man. Like, it's a good thing you're not British, too, right? That could have been a little worse, but just, good God, Mike. Mike, what are you doing?
Oh, Mike. Oh, Ashton. Take it easy, please.
Come on. Yeah, let's skip this one. Huh?
Yeah, let's just skip.
we both don't want it.
Okay. What are your thoughts on ethnic adoption?
Like if I adopted like a little black kid?
Yes. Like, I'm going to assume the reason why it's a hot topic on here is it's like, is it like,
Angelina Jolie and them adopted a bunch of kids at that time or something?
yeah, exactly.
Was
It's
that
like,
the time?
are you doing it like,
Oh.
no, that was before. I mean,
Yeah.
I think they kept doing it for a while,
Yeah.
but,
Are you doing it for yourself at that point?
yeah, it's like, is it like a weird, like,
Like white move where you're like, look at how
Yeah.
diverse I am.
yes, in the same
feels that
same
way.
reason as like going on like missions to help Haitians and just like shit like that. You know, I'm going to these third world countries. I'm helping.
It's almost like a self-indulgent.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you can always argue. You can always argue that you can go back to it being selfish, no matter what. All your donations you make, you can argue that you're only doing that because it makes you feel better, and you're not living with the guilt or whatever it is.
You can tax right off at the same time. You're benefiting
Yeah,
at the same time, and you
yeah.
feel better about yourself
Yeah.
because you're doing it.
So I don't know. That's But it is weird though, because I mean I do think that too. Like, and maybe I'm a shittier person for thinking that, but it's just like you go, what do you try to prove? But at the same time too, what is the big deal? If I wanted to adopt this cute little black kid because I thought he was the cutest out of the kids there, what's my criteria for adopting a child? I guess I don't know. I'm not in that position. But yeah,
I think it's
don't
just
be surprised if it's the first thing someone thinks of.
yeah. Well, I think it's just because I think naturally you'd assume that you would get a child that looks like you.
Yeah.
It's like, and the very basis for that is white.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, and if you're getting like a non-white child, is there an agenda behind it?
Right.
Which can go either way.
Yeah.
It's highly possible, and I think that's why it's a diverse topic.
And you know what? Maybe it's more scrutinized with people that are like in positions of power, like a
Exactly.
politician.
Yes.
Or maybe not even power, but just in like a public eye, like an actor or something.
Yeah.
Like the Angelina Jolie thing is like, I don't know. They adopted a lot of kids though. They have a lot of money. They're probably living really good lives.
Exactly. So
like,
it's
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, hey, good topics. These are hot.
these are hot topics. Plastic surgery. What are your thoughts on liposuction?
There was actually a time I was thinking about it for a second. And I mean, it's still like in the back of your head.
Yes.
It just as a big guy. It just regardless, you can think, oh, I could wake up one day and be thin. Sounds fucking awesome. And this addiction to eating, you have to focus on a diet plan, otherwise you will die. So, that seems like pretty not reasonable, but like I could do that. But plastic surgery, I don't know. There's a time I really wanted to change my nose. Just more of like, I
Really?
didn't like my nose for a long
Uh-huh.
time. I just thought it's too small and like stubby. But then I look at like other family members, I'm like, well, I kind of like scored out of all the noses. But I don't know. Learn to love yourself. That's a more rewarding path. But hey, if you have the money and you really want to do the plastic surgery stuff too, go for it. Just you're gonna have to find someone who likes it as well, because I don't know.
Yeah. It's
Like the plastic surgery, like compared to like fake boobs, is more forgiving than like the Botox in the face. Like where's it at? I don't know.
exactly. I think youth is fleeting, and a lot of people they do it because they're like, oh no, I don't look the way I did 30 years ago.
Well, like the Botox in the face, I feel like. Have you ever seen a good version of that done? Ever?
Well, maybe you have, and they know how to do it subtly. But the problem is, it's a toxin. Like literally, it's a
Oh,
neurotoxin. That's
sure.
Botox.
Yeah.
It's just like freezing the muscles in your face
I
because of
see.
the toxin. It's paralyzing them for a minute.
I mean, and that's what it looks like too. You say that, I go, oh yeah, no shit, because like half the time the people look like stiff. Yeah, no, I don't think it's a good look, and I don't think it helps the aging process. It doesn't. You don't
Not
look
at
good
all.
when you age with it either.
Yep.
And then as you keep getting more, and then it's just like you just turn into a fucking mess.
Yep. I think that's one of the things. It can be done subtly.
Yeah.
And it's like if you really don't like your nose, okay. If are you going to be more self-confident if you get a single nose job?
Yeah.
Are you going to feel better about yourself if you have size D boobs now? You know what? Good for
Good
you,
for you.
actually.
Yeah, my whole thing too is I think we were talking about that with to go on another subject is like the transgender thing is I'm more impressed that you know yourself well enough to know that's the thing you need to change to be a better person or a better version of yourself. Like, I know I need to lose weight, but it's not like I lost that. I'm like, oh, finally, it's me again. Actually, that's now I said it out loud. That probably is it, but
Well, because that's you just longing for the past.
yeah,
you know?
exactly. So, but like a transgender thing, that's a completely different lifestyle change.
Oh yeah.
Forever.
And there are so many things that come along with it.
Like I feel like as myself, I would never be in a position where I was like, okay, I'm gonna start it now. I'm confident enough. Like it's just, yeah, it's more of like I think as humans, we keep getting more and more confident, more and more bold, and more confident who we are. I don't know. It's crazy. Maybe internet's probably helped a lot of it too.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a community of people. Like,
Yep.
hey, we all feel this way. And science is here. Let's do
Yep.
this shit. Why not?
Well, I mean, transgender people have been a thing for
Sure.
like a hot minute. Like by a hot minute, I mean like forever.
Yeah.
Like there's always been variations of just like I think in Native American two spirits is like a whole thing.
Okay.
Where I think that's either transgender or non-binary. Where it's like, okay, there's another like gender, and they're like, all right, dope, that's you.
Damn.
I think no matter what
Yeah.
it is, you just have to be accepting of
Yeah.
whatever. It's like,
Well,
you're a woman now. Okay, you're a woman now.
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's you. Are you hurting me? No.
Which is it's the whole thing too. Is I don't understand other people's side of it. It's like, who cares? Why? Like, and I always think about like you see those situations like either like videos where they're trying to like grab you like this person tried to kick this person out of a trans bathroom and this guy stepped in and the person's always like yelling at him or something. It's like, okay, clearly there's something wrong with the person that's yelling at the trans person.
Exactly.
Let's like put him to the side and be like, hey dude, what is going on? What like I don't know. Like I always think I don't feel bad for that person at all. I feel bad for the person getting made fun of, but it's just like, dude, what is up with your life? Why do you care that much?
Exactly.
It's crazy. Yeah. But
I think it's just because it's different and I don't understand it, so it makes me mad.
yeah.
This is how I have to take this out, all right? All right, let's move on.
All right.
Please. The pharmaceutical industry. What are your thoughts on pills?
You know what? I don't know that as well. That is not something I haven't really faced a whole lot with my family and friends. Thankfully, none of them are addicted to pills or that I know of or anything like that. So, I don't know that too well. But, I mean, I hope everyone who's addicted to, like, painkillers can get help on that one. And the painkiller stuff does suck. And, hey, switch over to weed. It seems to be, like, I feel like I know my little brother, he's starting to get seizures. And they got him on CBD treatment. And it's helping him more. I mean, he's also taking pills, too. But, like, it's just cool. There's alternatives.
Exactly.
I mean, but trust your doctors though too.
Yeah.
No, don't just go straight to something else.
Don't go straight to holistic medicine for like anything, you know.
Don't do that.
I think my only problem just with the whole industry is just price gouging in general.
That whole Martin Shkreli thing. Dude.
$1,000 for
I think it was he marked it up like 1,000%. It was like a $10 thing that a person can go buy, no big deal, and then he marked it to $1,000 because he was the only person that produced it.
Exactly.
This is like fuck you, dude.
That's the whole thing with capitalism and stuff like that. You know, free market. You can charge whatever you want for anything. It's like, I'm sorry, if you guys want to be alive, you're gonna have to buy my thing. That's why EpiPens are so fucking much. You know, they're like $20 everywhere else. They're like $400 to $500 here. Like for an EpiPen. Because they can. And people die all the time because of it. I saw an article the other day. It was just like guy decided to buy knockoff EpiPen, just like a cheaper variant, to save up for his wedding. And he died.
That's... Couldn't be more tragic on that one, huh?
God awful.
Yeah. I'm sure the wife was happy. Tim?
There's two more.
Okay, cool. I was
gonna say let's knock.
I was gonna say wrap it up with one, but I'm down for two more.
Yeah, we've got these last two.
Okay.
The right to die. So I'm gonna assume that means just like the right to like kill yourself in case you're sick.
Assisted suicide. Yeah. You know what? I watched a very charming movie on Netflix kind of about this. It was with Ray Romano and Mark Duplass. It was called Paddleton or
That's in my
Peddleton.
queue. I
Very
really
good.
Okay.
Very like not fancy or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just very straight of the line, kind of like very well scripted, or not scripted, very improv movie. Very good, but it's about a man dealing with cancer, and he gets pills that will help him with assisted suicide because he's going to die within like a couple months. But kind of talked about that, and I think that's a good idea for people.
Yes.
In the right scenario. Not
Exactly.
For someone who's just going through a tough time, I think that can...
Yeah.
You can treat that a little more, but like if you're cancer and you're going to die in 6 months and you don't want to fucking go through cancer to die from cancer or live in a hospital for the last 3 months and you're really dying from it, like, yeah, man, go Eunice, please.
If you have a terminal illness or a degenerative disease where you're like, hey, my body's going right now and eventually I'm just going to be a husk.
Yeah.
And if you're like, I really don't want to do that and it's going to be hell, I think absolutely that's your choice.
You're right.
But I don't think it's an option for like depression, you know, because like that's a thing that I've heard a few times. It's like, why can't I just die? Like, you know, people that want to die just in terms of depression. Like, it's like I'm not going to kill myself right now, but why can't I?
Yeah.
Like, why am I not allowed to? You know, which is a whole just sad fucking.
I mean, that's
thing,
a whole
you know?
talk too. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's cases of people where they're like, the depression at that point is just too much. And they don't see it. They can't see the little tiny light that they have, or maybe there really is none for them, and they just can't. I don't know. Like I don't know. That's a whole other topic too, man.
Exactly.
These are great topics.
To anyone depressed out there, I just want to say, look at the title of this podcast.
It'll get better, guys.
Probably
Truly.
it'll get better.
Tim, you've gone through depression?
Oh yeah. Oh no, I've been fucking.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Especially after death of my ma.
Yeah.
That was a rough fucking time, let me tell you, buddy.
I definitely have gone through it myself, and there are times where, oh boy, does it feel bleak.
Oh yeah.
It feels bleak. It feels like shit. You don't feel at home anywhere. You can't sleep. That one always is the worst. Where you're like,
yeah.
You sit there waiting to sleep and just shit after shit, memory or things you got to do. Oh yeah, yeah.
Are you ever just like, just asking? You ever just like you're laying there, you're just like, God, I just want to die because it would just be so much easier. You know what I mean? It's just like, imagine if this was just over. Like, come on.
Yeah. There's I think I've said it before, but there's a great joke by Louis C.K. and he talks about he's like I want to talk to my therapist about it sometimes, but they would have to like they like take it in a way sometimes where you can't really say that, but like there is times where you think like if I would die right now, I mean all my problems would go away.
Exactly. You're not wrong.
Right? They would all be gone. I wouldn't have to deal with anything the next day, like but yeah, that's a fast solution for something that I, now that I'm where I'm at now, I am so happy. And like I remember there was a time where Accutane was a thing, and I had a bunch of acne.
Yes.
And they were like, "Oh, it's been causing like Crohn's disease or some like insane thing that it was causing people to have." And I was like, "I don't care. I want it because I don't want to have fucking acne right now." And I was driving the other day. I'm like, I am so happy that like little fucking 15-year-old Logan decide that for the rest of his fucking life to get some bullshit disease off of not having acne for like 3 years in high school. But high school's the rough part, man. Even if it's easy for you, like it's gonna get way better before it gets way worse.
Your hormones are raging. Fucking, you're locked in this place with like 1,000 other people that you have to deal with every single day.
And then there's basically a caste system that you get locked into the second you get placed in that area. Like when you came from sophomore year there, you probably had a better bearings for getting into a high school, like a better status. Like if you wanted to go hang out with the cool kids or cool kids, you probably had a better version getting in there now. Instead of being in there since elementary school and rising through the ranks kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Maybe, I guess. I didn't have any friends for like the first 6 months I was there. All of sophomore year. Wasn't until junior year.
I'm just thinking back now, like looking back and going into high school now.
It's like maybe I did. I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't use it right. Just me as a person.
I wouldn't have used it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
exactly.
have used it right either.
Maybe. If you pull the right strings.
Yeah.
Being the new kid can go either way.
It definitely can. Yeah. I guess it depends on the school too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Last one.
Last one. This is actually one that's raging now. Immigration. That is a whole topic.
Sure. I feel bad. I don't have an issue with it.
No, the
Who
entire
cares?
point, like, is
Keep coming over.
like even like my thoughts on America as a whole. But the whole point of it to begin with was we're a nation of immigrants. Aside from all the Native Americans that we fucked over,
Yes, and
but that's the whole thing. It's supposed to be just built, at least our current world, built by immigrants.
Which is shocking that there's so much resistance to people being here. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Well, the whole thing, it's in racism.
Yeah.
It really is, because the problem isn't we have so many like European illegal immigrants that come, like they let their visas expire and all that, and no one cares about them. They really don't. Like, that's a thing that's been shown time and time again. They don't give a shit about that. It's literally just the fact that it's more brown people, and you just have your thoughts on them as a whole. It's just like, they're coming over here, they're gonna rape, they're gonna fucking steal.
Do you think there's any argument to them just not being like registered with the United States? You know what I mean? Like, because that's the thing too, right? They come over and there's not like, we don't know who's in our country. I've heard that argument before, possibly.
Yeah, it's the thing is that the process.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. It's
No,
not how I feel.
no,
Just
absolutely,
asking.
I get it. No, yeah, we're asking questions right now. I think the problem is that the process for becoming like a naturalized citizen is so fucking hard. It takes like
For
10
sure.
years.
Yeah, no, it's a long
until you
process.
become a citizen.
Well, like the questions too are like, ooh, I don't know.
No, I think they've done things where like they'll ask, like on the street, they'll ask questions from the thing, and no one knows them.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you any of the fucking things about America.
Yeah.
I can tell you who all the presidents are, but that's just because I'm a freak.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you that either.
No, but
Never had a
no,
look
no,
at it.
yeah, exactly. What's the 18th president?
Harvey Ford.
Yes, Harvey Ford is the 18th president. You heard that here first, and probably like
Last.
200 years ago. Yeah, no, I think in terms of immigration, a lot of people, they just want a better life.
Yeah.
That's why they're coming here. They've been in turmoil, and they're just trying to get either them a better life or their children a better life. They're gonna come here. They're gonna work. Everyone's like, they're not paying taxes. Anything you buy at a store, anything you buy, whatever, you're paying taxes. If you're paying rent on a place, you're paying a property tax or a renter's tax, however it fucking works. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're still paying money in.
Right.
It's literally just that, like, you also aren't getting a Social Security. Like, you're not going to get money later, shit like that.
Yeah, there's benefits to having it all. Well, and yeah, I don't know. And like there's like they're taking our jobs. It's like, is that really the case?
They're not.
They taking the jobs. What jobs are they taking?
It's like maybe they are technically, like, let's say that they're working, and other people aren't able to get them. And that's only because, like, these corporations are, they're only paying them half of what they could be.
Yeah.
And when, like, ICE comes through and they take them, it's not the corporation that gets in trouble for hiring illegal citizens. It's them for merely existing here, Like, I know there was, I think there was a slaughterhouse with, like, hundreds of employees that basically called ICE on all their employees, and they're just like, fuck them, take them, because they had just won a lawsuit against them for, like, bad practices and shit like that.
Fuck
So they're like,
off.
oh, you just
That
won all this shit?
sucks.
Absolutely. Get fucked. So that's a whole fucking
That's
thing.
pretty bad. I hope those people got paid a lot of money. Fingers
Well,
crossed.
doesn't matter now because they got sent away. Like, maybe they did get some cat. I don't think it was even for money, though. It was just
for better practices there.
Exactly, for better workers' rights.
God damn it, man.
Yep. So remember, it's not on individual people. Do not be mad at. It's the whole thing with the my last bit. People mad about the $15 an hour minimum wage. It's just like, I don't think a burger flipper should get $15 an hour because a paramedic, like, only gets $15 an hour.
It's like, pay the fucking paramedic more.
Pay the paramedic more. The problem isn't on them. Don't get mad at the people. Get mad at the people paying them.
Yeah, you don't need to have 4 jobs to be able to afford a place to live.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm like, I finally got paid a decent wage earlier in like March, and I'm like, I can move out and have a place and be like solid. But I'm like, I couldn't. I mean, I could have done that before and had nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Had absolutely nothing. I couldn't pay a phone bill. I would pay rent, have gas, and car insurance, and that's all I would be able to afford in my food. That would have been it. And it's just like, And even that, I think that's luxury at the moment.
No,
for
exactly.
One job.
Yeah,
Like,
and
that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's not like people could go, well, it's just because you worked hard and you got up here, whatever. No, that's because Kiva is just like it's actually a really good like corporation in terms of paying their people. I think
Yeah.
everything seems solid in terms of they care about the workers at the very least.
Well, insurance was good on it too. Like, that was a great thing. is
Exactly.
I got with insurance, and I'm hoping eventually I get to a point where they're going to offer stocks out. Because, oh my God,
Mhm.
I would love to have a retirement. That'd be great. And then I could leave and then go do something else too and still have money. Oh, baby. Give me that money. But yeah, find a cool job. Find some good health insurance.
Insurance is a whole other thing, but God, let me tell you.
But hey guys, thanks for listening in. This will be the wrap up of the episode 35. But
I think it was a serious like episode, but I think the people at least want to listen.
yeah, hopefully, guys. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. And we'll see you guys next week with another episode. But this should be all on YouTube by the time it comes out. But other than that, we'll see you guys next week.
We love you guys very much. Thanks again for listening.
Bye, guys.